Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here we are. We've got the more information on the leaks that they have been giving us. So this is the basic disc, this is the mega disc, and this is the ultra disc. And basically this goes in a 1, 3, and 1 type of purchase that you'll get for these discs. So if I could break it down for you, when you open up a basic disc, you're going to be guaranteed a tier 0 alluvial. You'll get 3 accessories, and then you'll also get another chance for a different alluvial. You're just being guaranteed a tier 0 on the basic. So I believe 2 alluvials and 3 accessories. With the Ultra Disc, you are guaranteed a tier 1 alluvial with 3 accessories, and then I believe they're guaranteeing you a rare alluvial along with that. So you'll have a rare, a tier 1, and 3 accessories. Now the price for the discs, they've already, laid them out. You're going to be for a basic disc 0.015 ETH. I believe that's around $25. And it contains 1 random illuvitar, like we mentioned, and 3 random accessories. But that also is the guaranteed tier 0. Now the Ultra Disc will be at 0.075 ETH. I believe that's $100. And that has, the chance of a rare type. I believe all of the discs have a chance for a high tier illuvitar, but it's at random. The Ultra Disc just guarantees it. Now the Mega Disc, I don't really know the price. I don't think they laid that out, but you will be guaranteed, same thing, 2 alluvials and 3 accessories with that. So we have more footage of some of the old Overworld mechanics and designs that they're working on. This is like this is a type of design that you would see maybe in a desert, a little rock formation arc that you can go under. And some of these, I think they had the ranger underneath, but in this video, they're just showcasing the different types of molds and ideations that they have for this same design. So basically what you're seeing is when you go out there into the overworld, you could see the same type of design, but it's actually randomized. So it's not, it doesn't look the same, but it is kind of the same structure. They have the framework there, but the outside, the outer layer of the framework is randomized. So, you could go into one overworld and you'll see this, and then a different area, this will be the same object, but it'll be randomized. And, perhaps this is the final version of it once they, hash it out and get the colors on it. They're also showing us some of the concept art for the rock formations in Shard Bluff Labyrinth. Here we have the rock pillars and the rock walls. If you guys are unfamiliar with Shard Bluff Labyrinth, this is where a lot of the ground type alluvials will be spawning. It's very dark and omniscient, and I believe it has one of the highest points in the game. So if you get up there to that point, the highest point in Shard Bluff Labyrinth, you can see pretty much, I think, the whole overworld. Not sure if that's the case, but I did read about the highest point would be perhaps in Shard Bluff Labyrinth, and these are the concepts art here. So really cool designs. Kind of looks like coral, but I'm thinking this is just going to be rocks, rock formations, and this is what they look like. We're also giving more information, or just different look, new concepts of the Flish character. This is I believe this is either the ice or the water type Flish. It's like a salamander frog character. Forgot the name of this character, but this is our nature character with a really big Elvis hairdo. And then we have our Adoka. This is the character that you saw inside of the trailer. If you ever saw the trailer, he was the fighting type in there, but I believe the trailer had him as a, I think it was a ground, the purple type, but now he's orange, red. That's the fire type Doka. I think he's still a fighter type as well. And we're also given a different look at the tanks in the game. These are the Mammoths. I believe this is perhaps a magma or fire type. Can't remember what type this is, but they have that groom on it. And this looks like more of a nature type right here. I think this is like different stages, stage 1, 2, and 3. Could be wrong, but that's what I see here. And the cutest alluvial in the game that Kieran said was the cutest. I believe the placeholder name is Polar Bear, but don't think it's going to be remaining that name. going forward. They might change it, but yeah, this is like the polar bear stage 1. I think it has 3 stages, and it is kind of cute. Now, if you guys didn't check out the live stream that they had, basically they were giving us a deeper look into the overworld that they have been working on the past few months and weeks, and they were just really polishing it up and showcasing us for the audience to look at, you know, so we can see that, hey, we're actually working on this and it is epic in scale. They basically, the gist of the live stream was telling us what's been going on with the team and how they developed this, how it essentially works. So if I could just, you know, lay out some of the key points that they mention, is basically what they do is they do like a 30 or a 10, 70, 30 or something like that split, where they basically work on the design. They start it, they construct it themselves, they get it going, and then they outsource it to another company that, you know, works on it to about 80% complete. When it's 80% complete, the rest of that 20% done, they basically polish it up how they would want to, you know, finish it for that 20% left, but they leave it to about a 95% done. That other 5% is basically them giving it to beta testers. And once we get a chance to get inside the overworld here and we can see all the glitches and bugs, then that gives them an idea how they would want to, you know, finish it up and polish it even more. And then once, you know, we have all the bugs figured out, then that's the rest of the 5% that they need in order to complete it fully. So I believe that's in the beta. And then once it's 100%, then we go to, you know, alpha or the overworld where it's publicly released. Now, they also ran through Sancta Mesa and they talked about, you know, basically the ideas and the concepts of, you know, why you would see this type of level, how it's designed. You basically, when you're running around here, you want to see some of these areas stick out to you, and that basically is more inviting for characters to go there because, hey, this is intentional. Some of these paths, the way they've made it is basically the way they want you to see the game, so that it's not so, it's linear, but it's also an open area, you know? We got our first look at Tiger Boray. This is the ice world here, and they basically broke down, you know, how it's going to look inside here. This place is pretty massive, guys. They have geysers inside here. When you jump on them, you basically spike all the way up to get out of the level. And so this is going to be really a cool place. But they did mention the, you know, some of the concept that you will see, like the dimensional instability, how it's going to work once you're actually in this area. It's going to be very polished. This is just a rough draft of how it's looking. But once, you know, it's finished up, they're going to polish it for us, and it's going to look so epic and amazing. They've redesigned the Ranger's movement speed. So what you're seeing now is like the older version of the game, but they have a newer one that they haven't released yet. This is just the old version that they're showing to us. And they talked about the jetpack and things of that nature. So it's definitely going to be something epic on a grand scale. You know, once we get our hands on this, it's going to be really cool. I would like to ask them, you know, more information about, are we just going to go in here and farm stuff up? And yeah, the plants are attacking, but is there any objective? Is there a boss in here? Or, you know, what's going on? This is really nice for farmers, but I think we have those people that are just, you know, they want to really engage with the, you know, overworld. The battle system's nice, farming is nice, but I think, you know, achievements and collecting or some sort of missions would be really cool for people if we can have that in here. They also did Halcyon. As you guys can see, this is just a rough draft version of it. It's also really grand in scale here. They have lots of waterfalls. And of course, this is just, you know, the lower res version of it. This is what you basically will see when they're designing it, when they're creating it, making sure there's no holes or gaps inside the level here when it's constructed. But once they have it constructed, you will see a more polished version of it, which they're showcasing here. As you can see, the Ranger, that's her down there. And they're always doing this with a lot of the Ranger concepts. They have the Ranger here, as you can see how massive this place is. Or maybe this is just the camera really far away. But finally, we have our close-up of the Ranger and Axodon. My only gripe with Axodon is I can't figure out if this is like the high-res version of Axodon or not, because whenever I'm playing survival mode, I'm always able to put on Groom or make him look even more detailed with his whiskers or his gills on the back of his head. Something I've just never been able to figure it out with this. And finally, we get a look at Ramfire's new attack abilities. Basically, you know, when he does his ult, his Omega power, he jumps up in the air and then rains down embers, some fire on his enemies below him. Now, this is the only thing. Oh, you can also see over here, this is, I believe this is the dimensional instability at work there. Not sure if that's the case or if this is just the acid eating into the level there, but that will be a thing if you guys don't quickly get the Alluvial inside of this match here, then the dimension breaks down and you can get kicked out and you might lose your chance at getting that holo type. Yeah, so this is, Ramfire's ability. My only gripe is I like this, it's cool, but really having him jump up in the air and then dive down with the attack, I think that's pretty epic. And that's really, iconic of the character to do that type of attack, the original one that we have already. So that's it, guys. There it is with the leaks so far. Really great information that they're giving us so far. Again, they're updating us pretty often throughout the week on what's been going on. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot that they're not showing us. They're really hard at work at getting this game finished up and polished. So thank you guys so much for watching, and kudos to the artists and the developers at Illuvium. This will be a great project and I can't wait to get my hands on this. So you guys make sure you check out my other videos that I've done here, and I will see you on the next episode.